I'm sorry. I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Jerome Strickland channel. We're glad to have you back tonight. I am glad to feel your presence. I am glad to feel your energy. I am glad to feel your vibrations. Thank you for coming back to my channel tonight. I want to talk to you tonight about some more important spiritual things. I want to talk to you tonight about spirituality. I want to talk to you tonight about your spirituality and how you can step into who you really are. How you can drop the facade. How you can drop the programming.
We think too much.
How you can drop the lies.
More than machinery, we need humanity.
And open up
we need kindness and
your spirituality.
Without these qualities, life will be violent.
I thank you for coming back to my channel.
Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despair.
I want to talk to y'all tonight
victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison
about the religious mindset.
For those who can hear me, I say, do not despair.
Versus
the misery that is now upon us is but the passing of
spirituality.
The bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men who
the religious mindset
die, and the power they took from the people will
versus
the people. And so long as men die,
spirituality. You know, the world is filled with the religious mindset. Society is filled with the religious mindset. What is religion? Religion is a type of control. You see, they had to invent religion to kill your spirituality. They could not kill your spirituality until they enslaved you into religion. Now, I have no problems with religion. What I have a problem with is the religious control and the religious suppression of spirituality, and how it gives you a lot of falsehood. Every religion has truth, and every religion has misdirect. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. The religious mindset versus spirituality. You see, everything is a mindset. Meaning it is what your mind is set up on. Whatever you think about becomes real to you. Whatever you think about becomes your reality. So if you have a religious mindset, that religion seems very real to you. But unfortunately, it is the religious mindset that is killing your spirituality. Let me give you a little bit of a history lesson. We talk about Constantine. We talk about the Dark Ages. We talk about how all of these spiritual knowledge has been suppressed and stolen. It was taken away and replaced by religion. You see, in the past, before Constantine, before the Dark Ages, before the destruction of before the library in Alexandria, people were by nature close to God, close to their God within, close to the God within. But once this knowledge, this wisdom fell into the wrong hands, it was stolen and replaced with religion. And we are just now getting back to our spirituality. Many people who have been raised in religion are starting to see through the facade. They're starting to see the control. They're starting to see how religion has taken spirituality and used it to control the people. When spirituality should have been used to liberate the people. You see, religious controls, spirituality liberates. So I ask you today, do you want to be free or bond? If you are in religion, if you have a religious mindset, you are bound in your mind. If you are spiritual, or you are heading towards spirituality, you are free. You are free to love yourself. Some religions, not all of them, but some of them, teach you to hate yourself. It teaches you to look down on yourself and look upon yourself as some dirty sinner. In retrospect, it's teaching you to hate yourself. Spirituality is just the opposite. Spirituality says, love yourself. You see, most of these religions use spiritual and universal principles. But in the end, they put their religious stamp on it. I say no to your religious stamps. Just give me my relationship with God, the God within. Just give me back my co-creation power and my relationship with the God that lives within me. That's all I want. I don't need to belong to a religion. I don't need to belong to a group controlling me. You see, religion is basically a controlling mechanism. It is not for the free thinkers. Because a person who thinks individually, a person who thinks for themselves, will see right through religion. Now, like I said, every religion is not totally bad. But what you must understand is you must not give your allegiance to a religion, but you should give your heart to God. Most of the time, these religions have what is called doctrine. And they teach their doctrine to their religious people. Really, what doctrine is a type of programming. When you learn a religious doctrine, most of the time that religion teaches, our doctrine is the truth, and their doctrine is the lie. But isn't it strange how just about every religion teaches this? Every religion teaches that my doctrine is true, and their doctrine is a lie. But I say no. Step into your spirituality. Step into your truth. Start co-creating with the Father. Start co-creating with God. Start co-creating with the universe. Go within and find God. Don't allow the religious control system to kill your spirituality. Don't allow them to do it. You must be a free thinker. You must be someone who thinks for himself and who does not pledge allegiance to any religion or any doctrine. You follow the God within. You follow your heart. This is why the world is filled with confusion, because all of these religions have their doctrine. And what it has really done is it has confused a lot of people. And you reach a point where you depend on that religion. You depend on that religion for all of your spiritual food. It's just like for your physical food, you depend on the store. You go to the store for your physical food. So in essence, you are depending on that store for your survival. But what if that store closes? Or what if that store should stop selling food? Then what? But the farmer will never go hungry because he grows his own food. And you must be like this spiritually. You don't need to depend on religion for your spiritual food. Be a spiritual farmer. You find your own and grow your own spiritual food. This is not to knock any specific religion. This is only to let you know the organization and the business. Yes, it is a business. of religion. These religions make millions, billions, maybe even trillions of dollars off the backs of people. Many of them are selling you a pipe dream. Many of them are telling you half truths. Many of them are telling you half lies. Many of them are telling you a lot of truth. Many of them are telling you just a little truth. But in the end, they're all in the religious boat. If you want to grow spiritually, it is my advice is to not adhere to any religion, but be an independent thinker and go to God for yourself. You don't need a priest. You don't need a guru. You don't need somebody telling you how to get to God. Go to God for yourself. He is there waiting for you. He is in your very heart. Meet him there. You see, religion, every religion has their own laws. Every religion has its own laws. And to be a part of that religion, you must obey their laws. Laws are really a way to control people. Laws are binding. But a free thinker is someone who is in a relationship with God, has the laws written upon his heart. The laws are written upon your heart. You don't need a religious law because God has written his laws upon your heart. And that is what you go by. You go by your relationship and your co-creation with God. It is a dangerous thing to be caught up in religion. They will tell you that it is a dangerous thing to leave religion. Why? Because religion is a mechanism of control. And they simply don't want to lose their control over you. But as soon as you step away and step into who you really are, step into your freedom, step into your higher self, step into your co-creation power with God, then you stop needing religion. And you truly, and only truly, start living for God. You see, every religion has its symbol. And a symbol is a type of hypnotic code that you look upon. And because this is a symbol that your eyes see, you feel a sense of what's the word I'm looking for? You want to stay with that religion. You feel a sense of the word left me, but you kind of want to stay with that religion. So these symbols do to you. They put you in a hypnotic state. I wanted to say a sense of loyalty. That's what I wanted to say. The word didn't come to me at the right time, but it did come to me. When you look at these symbols, you feel a sense of loyalty to that religion. And so many people are loyal to their religion. Some of them, or most of them, are even loyal even unto death to their religion, not knowing it is the very thing that is controlling them and keeping them in bondage, and even keeping them away from the co-creation power with God. And so I have nothing against any particular religion, because every religion has some truth. Every single religion has some truth. But spirituality has all truth. So I encourage you today, just try this. Step away from religion and start seeking God. You see, most of these religions use symbolism and emotion. And yes, even fear. Many of them use fear, symbolism, and emotion to control their people. Even elitism. They use elitism where they tell you that their religion is far superior and God chosen above all the other religions. And so you get a sense of superiority in your religion. But when you are spiritual, you don't get that. You're just trying to grow. You're just trying to co-create with God. You're just trying to be close to God. It's not about feeling superior to other religions. So I say here today, step into your spirituality and step away from the religious mindset. The religious mindset makes you think that you are free when you are really in bondage. You see, you are powerful. You are powerful. You can co-create with God. You are part of God and you are part of Source. And this is one of the things that the religion keeps from you. It suppresses your power. It suppresses your co-creation power with God. But you are a powerful Source being that is connected to Source. And you don't need a religion to tell you that. Just step into your power and your co-creation with the Father in heaven. I'm not going to hold y'all long tonight. I'm going to make one or two more points. Like I said, it's all a mindset. Because the mindset is what either liberates the person or keeps the person in bondage. So I ask you today, what mindset are you in? Are you in bondage through religion? Or have you been set free through spirituality? So if it's not religion, exactly what is spirituality? Spirituality is not bound by any religion. It is free to walk with God. It is free to co-create with God. It is free to flow with God. And it is not bound by religious rule, but it is free to love itself. The individual is free to love himself and the God within him. That's what spirituality. Well, how can I step away from religion and step into my spirituality, one may ask? Well, you must begin by simply going to God for yourself. Go to God for yourself, not in a religious way, but a purity of heart. Go to God for yourself. Meditate. Use affirmations. And co-create with the Father. And just simply step away from religious rule and step into your power. You see, before they destroyed the library in Alexandria, before they put the world into the dark ages and then introduced religion, before they killed off all the Gnostic Christians and all the shamans and the teachers, even in Africa, when they brought the slaves back on the slave ship, the first thing that they would do was kill the shamans, kill the tribal leaders, and kill the warriors. And they would do it in front of the people for control purposes. See, they tried to kill the truth. But you see, the truth lives on in the Akashic records. And you tap into your ancestors when you raise your frequency and your vibration. But religion teaches you that it's some kind of mysticism, or it's some kind of voodoo, or some kind of something that you should stay away from. Your ancestors were killed and they're trying to reach you. They're trying to speak to you. They're trying to get you to understand that your religion has taught you not to listen to them. Thus, you go on being controlled. They got you making offerings to them, and sacrifices and offerings. How can you grow spiritually when you're constantly making sacrifices and offerings? That's not spirituality. That's bondage. Sacrifices and offerings is really a type of bondage. So I say here today, step into your spirituality. You must be brave to step away from religion, because many of you were raised in religion all of your life. Many of you are indoctrinated into religion by your parents from a child up. You see, religion grabbed hold on you as a small child when you were just figuring out what the world was about. And you were indoctrinated into a religion, and you became loyal to that religion. And because of this, it's very hard to make that jump. But I say, If you're going to meet the God within, you must make that jump. Yes. Your entire life, you have been taught and brought up in a certain religion. And it's hard. It's hard to leave. I'm not asking you to leave your religion. I'm just asking you to be an independent thinker and don't let your religion control you and put you in fear. Because every religion does it to some extent. Every religion does it to some extent. But I say step away from that and become an independent thinker, a logical thinker, and realize your co-creation power with the Heavenly Father. Every religion has its teacher or religious programmer. And they're designed to keep you programmed to continue and keep you programmed in that religion. And so they stand before you in their robes, in their hats, in all of their regalia. And you look at them as authority figures. But the truth is, they're no better than you. They could be programming you into their religion. Start thinking for yourself. Start seeking God for yourself. Open your eyes to the control and understand that's what religion really is. Half truths and half lies. But to find the whole truth, you must step out of the grocery store and become a farmer. You must step out of the spiritual grocery store and become your own spiritual farmer and grow your own spiritual food. Just focus on God and not on religion. Focus on the truth and not on religion. Focus on love and not on religion. Focus on improving your life and raising your frequency and your vibration and not on religion. It is my advice to step away from religion and step into the presence of God. I'm not going to hold y'all long tonight. I just wanted to give y'all another message. Religious mindset or spirituality? What really changes your life? Being in a religious mindset or being in a relationship with God? Think about that tonight. As I leave you with that, go do your own research. Research the history of your own religion. Do a real research, not their research. And begin to meditate and co-create and have a relationship with the God within. Thank you for coming back to my channel tonight. I hope you was blessed by this message. Step out of the religious mindset and step into relationship with the Father in heaven, the God within. Step away from a religious mindset and step into a relationship with God. You've only got one chance. Yes. Well, this is my video for tonight. Thank you for coming back to my channel. And I'll see you next week. God bless.